Hey guys, welcome back to the video. So let's continue with the modern example. So we have understood till here, all right? Now let's understand the modern examples as well with respect to BCE, before Common Era, and CE, the Common Era, all right? So here are some of the really important events, all right, that has taken place with respect to its following years, okay? That what exact century or year was going in that particular time. Okay, so for example, it's approximation that 13.8 billion BCE years ago, we had a Big Bang theory, the creation of universe. Then 4.6 billion BCE, formation of the solar system. 3.5 billion BCE, earliest evidence of life on Earth. 3000 BCE, development of writing in Mesopotamia. Then 2560 BCE, construction of the Great Pyramids of Giza. 753 BCE, founding of Rome according to the traditional legends. 323, death of Alexander the Great. We can confirm this from our further chapters related from the Greek civilization as well. All right. 221 BCE, unification of China under the Qin's dynasty. If you remember, we have studied the Qin's dynasty as well. Assassination of Julius Caesar, estimated birth of Jesus Christ, 6 BCE, and yeah, whatnot. Okay, but this is debated. Okay, so we cannot say that this is exact date, but just for giving you an example that how these dates were going along with the time and how it was the events were taking place. So keep this thing in mind, that the concept of the dates going from the larger number to smaller number in BCE, and from smaller number to larger number in CE, the current era. Okay, and then in the Common Era, what happened? Let's see. 30 CE, crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Its estimated date again. 476 CE, fall of Western Roman Empire. 622 CE, migration of the Prophet Muhammad from Mecca to Medina, marking the beginning of Islamic calendar, the Hijri calendar that we will study inshallah in the next topic. Then Christopher Columbus reaches to Americas, French Revolution, World War I, World War II, first human landing on Mole, Apollo 11 mission, Neil Armstrong. Then September 11 attacks in the United States, 2001. And then 2021 was the year when ChatGPT was created, all right? So now let's try to understand the Islamic calendar and the Georgian calendar. See, it's very important, as I discussed this thing in my introductory video as well, that it's really important to understand these dates with the Islamic perspective, okay? Because we live in an Islamic country, and as a Muslim, it's our responsibility to understand the concepts of the Common Era and the before Common Era and Common Era, and exactly when, and the Islamic calendar that we follow. Because see, we follow the Islamic calendar because to know the dates for Hajj, Eid, Ramadan, Shawban, and other Islamic months, and the events that are taking place throughout the Muslim calendar in our years, in our lifetime, right? So let's read it out together, guys. I'm going to be reading the first paragraph. So the Islamic calendar, also known as the Hijri calendar, started in the 7th century, remember, CE. The Georgian calendar, which is the widely used calendar system internationally, is based on the birth of Jesus Christ as this reference point. Now it says further that the Islamic calendar, however, uses the migration of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ from the Mecca to Medina, known as Hijra. In Arabic we call it Hijrat. In Urdu we call it Hijrat, as it's the starting point. The Hijra occurred in the year 622 CE in the Georgian calendar. So see, the Hijri date is known as first Hijri, okay, since the Islamic calendar has been came into being, okay, came into formation. But that English date, which we call usually we date say in our native language we say Sindhi date, Islami date, and the English date, Angrezi Tariq. You might have heard your parents saying this thing at home, that Angrezi Tariq, Sindhi Tariq, or Islamic Tariq. So that is the concept, right? So 622 CE is going to be the Angrezi Tariq, the English date, okay, the Common Era, the Georgian calendar. And especially, if you're going to go in your mobile phones, for example, let's take an example. Over here, I have an iPhone, and if you go in the settings, and after going in the settings, you go in general, and after going in general, if you go in date and time, So it allows you to set, between two different calendars, right? It allows you to set between the Georgian calendar and as well as the Islamic calendar, right? Oh, I'm sorry. It is in the settings, general, language and region. Then in the language and region, the second one, calendar, you click at calendar. It actually gives you 3 different calendars: the Georgian calendar, Japanese calendar, the Buddhist calendar, the Islamic calendar, right? So that is something, a little bit, practical information related to that. I wanted to share that with you. Okay. We're not gonna go into the Japanese calendar or the Chinese calendar. However, the tradition of the Chinese New Year and the Chinese calendar is quite popular around the world. Now, let me share my experience with you. Back in 2014, when I traveled to Malaysia with my family, with my mom and dad and my sister, so we had a lot of neighbors over there, and they were mostly Chinese people, right? Chinese Malay. So they were celebrating something, and my father told me that